This mini lecture is about the 14th Amendment Equal Protection Clause. The 14th Amendment was passed during Reconstruction after the Civil War. It was designed to make sure that the rights of citizenship were bestowed on everyone who was born in the United States, regardless of having been a slave or not. And it was also designed to make sure that every person is treated equally under the law, so that the idea of the rule of law was more real, so that each person would be treated in the same way by courts. It was interpreted in different ways at different times by the Supreme Court. We've talked a little bit about this, but I want to just review the ruling of the court in Plessy v. Ferguson. In 1896, Homer Plessy, a light-skinned African-American man, challenged the segregated train car system that was used in Louisiana. Louisiana required blacks and whites to be on different train cars. And Plessy took his case to the Supreme Court. He argued that it was unconstitutional under the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment to treat him differently than whites in terms of where he could sit on the trains. This was a case in which the Supreme Court came out with the infamous ruling that we now don't really regard very highly. We think it sounds weird and wrong in this day and age. But the Supreme Court ruled that it's fine to separate people by race as long as they receive quote-unquote equal treatment. So the doctrine of separate but equal comes about in 1896 with Plessy v. Ferguson, and that leads to the Jim Crow system being put in place. That system remained in place until 1954, and after that, when this case, Brown v. Board of Education, was argued by Thurgood Marshall in the Supreme Court. Linda Brown argued that she had the right to go to an all-white school, and in the case of Brown v. Board of 1954, the court ruled that separate but equal has no place in the sphere of public education. I'm going to stop there and come back for affirmative action in a minute after I get my kid.